All right, Argonaut 2 here again. Just thought I would take a few minutes to talk to you all about the plans for this guy, the plans for the Land Rover Discovery. I bought this as a camping vehicle, essentially, a four-wheel drive camping vehicle, so that I'd have some increased capability to get out to some beautiful places that you kind of need four-wheel drive for. And I know a lot of people use these things as, you know, basically take the kids to school vehicles, and I kind of think that they're a lot more capable than that, and it turns into a weird status thing for some people with them, but I'm not really into that. That's not my deal. I was surprised, actually, how reasonably you could pick one of these up for. This one's in pretty good shape. This is an 03 Land Rover Discovery 2 that I've had for about a month and a half now. You guys might have seen an earlier video or two that I did about it. Beautiful thing was, it's mechanically sound. Had a mechanic look it over for a few hours. It's a Land Rover, so naturally it leaks a little bit, but it has some fluid leaks. But I just keep a box full of oils and fluids in the back, and it's rarely ever been low on anything, but if it is, I just add a little. The other really nice thing was that it came with that rack, that full-length rack up there, which is pretty awesome. So, what's in the process of happening, and actually I just put the money down on this today, is that a custom shop here in town called J&K Customs. They are a four-wheel drive, off-road, etc., custom shop here. Do some really nice work. They're going to get the materials in to do a lift on it in the next week or two. I went in and paid them today for did the down payment for the materials on that, and so we're going to get that going. We're only going to lift it about 2 inches or so, 1.5 to 2 inches, right in there, just based on the specs of this kind of vehicle. But that will allow the next step. That's the thing about a lot of these. If you're not buying it out of a custom shop or out of a showroom where it's already essentially fixed up the way you want it, it's oftentimes a multi-step process, and that's what this is going to be. So we have to do the lift first, and then once the lift happens, then we'll be able to put the bigger tires, go up to some 275 R18s on it, get a couple extra inches of lift out of it. This is not going to be riding really high, but it's going to be riding high enough to get to the places I want to get to, I think. And I actually managed to scoop up another entire set of rims, 4 rims and the tires on them, which were actually in okay shape too, over in Idaho last week for about 1/3 the price, half to 1/3 the price, closer to 1/3 of what I would normally get for good conditioned used or new rims and tires. So that was a pretty awesome score on that. So that's going to be the next step. It's got to get lifted first, and then we will order the all-terrain tires to put on the various rims, and that will really get things started. And then we're looking at doing some custom camping equipment up on top of the rack. There are some really neat configurations. ARB does some. There's another one, the name of which is escaping me right now, but I just talked to the guy at J&K today about it, and it's one of the ones that's actually literally a pop-up. It has a hard top shell and hydraulics inside, and you literally just release it and it pops right up. And it's a very nice streamlined look. It's a little pricey, but I think it's going to be a good addition. And then down the road, we'll end up getting the bumper and bull bar done, get a winch in there, all that good stuff. So it's a multi-step process, but I wanted to update you guys on where things were at with it, and how the steps were proceeding and we're going to proceed. So lift first, then all-terrain tires, then roof rack camping setup, then bumper and bull bars, and so on. So it's going to be a pretty exciting deal. Should be able to go to some really beautiful, fairly remote places, which is the whole goal. My whole deal with this, like some of my other purchases, has really been to be able to go out and explore more, go further, enjoy some beautiful places. So it's really the point of the whole thing. So that's how it's going, and we're taking the initial baby steps here. We're going to get the lift done and go from there. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Again, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep you posted on how all this is going. Have a good one.